Welcome to this week's live streamed Tell You What podcast with me, Talal, Jomar, and my co-host, Sean Aleavey. It's episode 18. It's a Sunday night, and we're live. We are here. Coming up on the show, we're going to obviously talk about the big election this week, and again, all your sports results. But Arsenal haven't won a game since the start of the
let's just get this out at the start. We'll be talking about Arsenal a wee bit later on because neither of us are happy about it. So give us a wee bit. We'll run through everything the rest of the week and be a bit happy and joyful about it. And then, or I don't know, has it been a joyful week for people? We're going to discuss it all here over the next hour. So thanks everyone that's joined the live stream. You haven't asked for more live streams, but we're going to keep doing them. We're
doing them.
We're going to keep them lit.
The live streams are the way forward. Let me tell you, they are. Yeah. In a year's time, you're going to be. Everyone else will be put to bed. You'll have children bed early. You'll have the dog fed, cat fed, and just be like the entire.
There was a great Taxi Joe series that used to be done by Gino Lynch from around Uri, and he used to have a Sunday routine that was what was it? Out in the pints from 2:00, Super Sunday, home with a Ken's Chinese, match of the day, ride the wife, and in between that, they're now going to have Tell You What podcast, match of the day, ride the wife. That's going to be the new Super Sunday for everybody.
That's it. Yeah. So, Sean, how's your week been?
You know what? There's been one of them ones where it's like up and down. It's been one of them weeks where you're just sort of going like, it was going well. I was having a nice time. I've watched a lot of sports this week, which is a bit shit, I suppose. Big thing I done this week was I actually went and decided, Sean, you need to update the wardrobe. You need to get some fresh new garments on the go. So I decided I was going to go into Zara Men, of all places, which my dad would have certain accusations about me for going in there for clothes. If you know, you know, lads. But do you know what it is, right? Because you're from like a country place like me. Since I've moved to Belfast, all I get is, Sean, you've changed. Oh, Sean, Belfast has changed you. Oh, Sean, you're not the same and all this here. And people accuse me of my accent being different, my clothes being different. And do you know what? It has changed. And it's changed for the better.
You know, it's like it's like anybody who goes anywhere, as you said there, once you drop the brown shoes and bootcut jeans, you're like, oh, you changed. That's it. You're gone. You're not the same. Whereas, like, let's be real. There's nothing nicer than a nice pair of Nike Maxes, or you know what I mean. Some, you know, a pair of like combat trousers. I actually don't think that's what they're called, but I'm gonna call them combats. Yeah. Combat. No, but there is like a real. There's a cool word.
Yeah.
For them out there, but I don't know what that is. But like, you know what I mean. It's just that's it. Like combat trousers.
Get some. Yeah. You've got the combats on, as every fellow would turn around and say to you. But I thought I would go do that. So I went into Zara Men's and was buying new chargers and stuff like that. Everyone's accused me of changing this week, not being the same, being different. And yeah, I'm just gonna embrace it and go with it. But I will say I've ended the week very well. Like, this is obviously Sunday night. We've just had a great day today. But I have had what I would say is like the best Sunday of all time, if you ask any man, right? And this is all it involves, right? Woke up, got out of bed at like 11:00. Mrs. goes to me, I'm busy all day, so you have the run of the house, do what you want. We're off to a flyer. We're off to an absolute flyer with that statement. And do you know what I did the rest of the day? Sat in the house, watched the 2:00 kickoff, sat in the house, 4:00 kickoff, had an ice cream delivered to the house, and then I've jumped on and done this. That's it.
Hold on a second.
No, I didn't pay some. No, there wasn't like some fucking delivery driver taking it around. Like, she brought it back.
All right, okay. I was like, I am moving to Belfast right now. I'm fucking up in sticks here.
Hey, I know them delivery boys are fast, like, but fucking not fast. Jesus Christ.
If it's melted, you get your money back. But our Sundays couldn't have been any more different, Sean. Let me tell you that.
Right, how'd yours day start?
I know. So I'll talk about my week after, right? So I'll talk about my Sunday today. Girlfriend's having like car trouble. Nothing mechanical or electrical. Mice in her car, which is very uncommon. And like, my girlfriend keeps her car clean. Like
Yeah.
you want to see a state like the inside of my car, like mice should be thriving in it, you know.
Yeah.
And she keeps her car clean, but anyway, there's mice in her car. And so my first thing I do this morning was go up and check. Yeah, there was a mouse caught in a trap in the actual car.
Oh no!
And like you said, you got out of bed at 11. This is 7:30. 2 children.
Oh god!
You know what I mean? So I'm out trying to give Stuart Little a dignified end to his life. And the traps we bought, they're heavy duty, so to speak. That made an absolute like it must be like a rat trap or something. Okay, then you have to do like a full sweep of the car, make sure that they haven't chewed nothing, no droppings, just like it's a fucking nightmare. And then as you say, you had your Sunday at 2 o'clock. You were watching United and Leicester. I would have 2 o'clock. Yeah, do you know what I was doing?
What were you doing?
Sitting in Dunyan Audiplex watching Paddington in Peru.
Could have seen Paddington back out of the house again.
Yeah.
Paddington Bear on cocaine for a fucking hour and a half.
So you'd swear my wee lad was on it. So he had never been to the cinema before. So I was like,
what?
And then my wee lad,
what age is he?
He's 2.
Oh, fair enough.
So and I would take my wee girl regular enough, right? So I said to Claire, you know what? Today we'll chance Charlie. We'll take him. The 4 of us will go together. Nice family day.
Yeah.
Go to the cinema. Nah, not Charlie. nah, nice. First 20 minutes, and I was like, we'll go early. Like, and I made a big mistake. I was like, we'll go early so that like he's not walking in like complete darkness and like loud noise and stuff. So we were like the first ones there. So he had already had 20 minutes of like behaving himself. And then as soon as the movie started, he was like, I don't want to sit here anymore. And he was like up and down. And I was like, Charlie, get into your chair. And like, I hardly even touched him. He was like, Daddy, that really hurt me. Say sorry. And he was like, demanded me. No. So everybody was like, his man's beating his child in the cinema. So then I just had a call it quits. Clara and Maddie stayed, watched the movie.
I didn't just find out what Paddington was doing in Peru, no?
Don't know I don't know how the movie ended. Nothing.
No spoilers, please, in the comments.
I know he made it as far as Peru.
Right, fair play him.
But after that, what happened? Because whatever happened is Aunt Lucy. Don't know. So it's cliffhanger. So I'm gonna have to wait till it's released on DVD, aka Dodgy Box, to find out what happened. So
yeah. Wait until it's a fire stick.
Yeah, it's a fire stick, which will probably be soon enough. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I had to just walk him around.
So what? You didn't want to sit and watch a movie. You just had to walk him about in like circles.
So I had to take him out of the cinema. With cinemas in like Dungan, there's like a shopping center. Now, when I say shopping center, it's not a shopping center. It's got
the Dubai Mall. Like,
no, it's not. It's got a Sainsbury's. It's got a Greg's and a Poundland, and there's only so much you can do with a fucking 2-year-old. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but there was like one wee cars that you press a button and they go and all that. Like you put a pound coin in. I was like, so he got a wee spin on one of them, and then he just kept looking to go. I was like, no, this is a fucking nightmare. So for an hour and a half, I had to just keep him occupied.
See them spinning things in the shopping centre you're talking about. Do they take card now? Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Oh, because that used to be the excuse. You'd go like, I remember being younger and being like, here, can I have a go on that? And he's like, I've no pound coins on there or whatever. Now it's like, sure, use your contactless.
And hey, my wee girl's smart enough to know. She knows that there's like a screen. Oh, right. She knows like the wee sign. Yeah.
It's absolutely mental.
See, talking about that, you probably wouldn't get it in like Belfast, but you probably would have got it in Uri. You would have had people out on the streets like collecting money at like a roundabout.
Oh yeah. Like I'm not even joking. You see when they happen in Uri, the town goes into standstill. Like it's a fucking joke.
So Saturday I was driving into Dungannon and get the roundabout, and this woman stands middle of the road, like, so you have to stop,
right?
And I was like, I genuinely have no change. She goes, no problem at all. Whips out a sum up card reader thing. Yes, and
like in person.
I'm like, and she goes and then she goes £2 then. And I went,
no way.
And what do you do? You have to.
I'll tell you what I would have done. Put that window straight back up. Awkwardly roll it back up in my car.
I went, can I get a receipt for that? Because I know because I would have had to come up there. I would have had to come up around about the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not getting caught up. I was stuck into my window. I was like, I'm not getting caught up.
This isn't going to surprise you one bit. Do you know how many of them street collections I've ever donated to?
0.
Not a one. Not a single. I don't keep change or anything in my car anyway, because remember, famously, my car didn't lock, so people just come in and take. So I never had change or money lying in it anyway. So it would always just be like, I don't have anything. But if they brought the card reader out to me, I definitely would have been like, absolutely not. Get that thing out of my face right now.
It's just whips it out, and I'm like, oh my, and like took me by complete surprise, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. And then, but I should have used the one. I don't use my phone when I'm driving,
which is a lie.
Yeah. So, but I just didn't think. But that's sort of it. And but yeah, it's been. So that's sort of my Sunday. But my week. Yeah. What about your week? Did you talk about your week?
I did. Yeah. The only thing I didn't mention is that we both went out last night, even though we both look fresh as daisies, man.
Fresh as daisies. I will say this. After sort of the whole mouse thing out this morning, me and Claire were chatting. She's like, well, did you have a good night last night? And I went, yeah, surprisingly I did. I says, but I will say this. At 9 o'clock, I was tired. I was like, my wee legs were just getting a wee bit tired. Just and then staying in my wee bed, you know. And I was like, I was out early, yes. But at the same time, it was like, I've never felt so uncool in my life. I'm like surrounded by all these young boys. I'm sitting there going, it's the perfect like owl boy in the office sort of staff do vibes. That's exactly you know,
going up to the city.
Going up to the big smoke, out once a year, just drink till you fall asleep. But yeah, no, good time. Walked into you gone home at the States, walked into the Ulster Sports Club and done a swift 180. Like, I mean, I was like Messi in a Champions League semi-final. I spun that. I 180 turn. Like,
you got home and Marcus behind you.
I was like, I am gone. So yeah,
because I walked in. Is so strange, right? Because for anyone that's never been to before, it's basically just like it actually genuinely looks like every GA sports hall ever, like the old shitty ones. That's what it looks like downstairs and stuff like that. And it's just become like this like hipster baggy jeans, piercing, women with skin fades like vibe.
It's the place you would least likely to find me.
Like,
it's like I stuck out like a sore thumb. I'm the only one in there who had any kind of eating. Everybody else are like, they all look as if they've been starving for months. And I'm walking in there. You know what I mean?
It's the kind of place like it's the kind of place where like if you're from the countryside, you would never go to it because you're like, that's just my local GA hub. But because it's such a novelty in Belfast, all these like quirky people go, oh, we gotta go here and drink pints of like, I don't know, fucking the brain frog Jomar or whatever the fuck they call their pints.
And see, because I was waiting on my lift, I ended up having to go back in it, waiting on my lift home. Whenever I have to go to a barman, well, pour me something that tastes like a normal beer, I am in the wrong place. I'm not supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Give me shit up lager. You know what I mean? They're like, well, this one has. I went, don't want to know about it. Don't care where it's brewed. Just put it in the glass.
It's whenever you go to them bars and they're like, do you want a sample? Do you want a taster one? And you're like, why should I want to taste it? You pick your pint and you take your risk, and that's the end of it.
Exactly.
You choose your menu, you it like.
Fuck's sake. And but yeah, that was but actually just talking about the wee lad reminded me. So Friday I thought we'd do a bit of a boys' day, me and my wee lad. And I was like, you know what? I'll do something that he loves. Tractors. He loves tractors, right? So I went to a local agricultural place that sells tractors and all those sort of things. And my wee lad loves John Deere's, loves them, right? Brand spank new John Deere, £500,000. This thing is $500,000, right? State of the art, right? Has everything in it, everything you want in a tractor. It has it, right? Maybe that has a cough, right? He's a bit of a cough at the minute. And due to the excitement of this tractor and all these buttons and levers and stuff, he proceeds to, once inside this sprank new tractor, proceeds to projectile vomit
No.
top to bottom
Oh
in this tractor. And I'm like,
no.
oh, God, what do you do? I'm trying to catch it, right? It's such a parental instinct to try and catch it. And it is, absolute howling. Moral of the story is give kids iPads, put them in the corner.
Yeah. Show them videos of tractors.
Let them become social recluses like everybody else is. Just that's it. Don't even get them interested in that. I mean, just like I can't. I get like this brand new like, and there's nothing else parked beside it, so it's obviously sold to somebody. So like, this is brand new with specifically ordered for someone.
Oh, no.
And like, let me tell you something. That guy is going to get about $100,000 off that tractor, like, because the smell that is not gonna. It is fucking. Oh my God! Because like, when children be sick, it smells like sick. I mean, it's not like.
Stop! I'm gonna poke my ring up. This is
exactly.
You told me the story. See, whenever you told me the story about him misbehaving at Paddington, I assume. Yeah. I'm going, this is like, you're like, I spot when you hear this. That is the worst ever. So how much do you have to? How much is it going to cost to get it sorted?
3 figures anyway. Swift to 150.
Just you may get a gigging or get the Patreons up here, folks.
I'm gonna be queuing at the roundabout with a fucking bucket and a sum up card. Fucking.
You're gonna earn that money. As if there's not enough reasons for me at the minute to be like, I don't really want to have kids. You just add to the list of reasons every single week. Like,
I know what it was.
Kids are great.
See, to be honest, it was a great day up on till then.
Mm-hmm.
He was singing me songs in the car and all. I don't care about having like. They've. It's a real treat for them to get like Fanta or like any kind of like fizzy drink. We got a wee tin of Fanta each. Where the boys were hanging out, like, you know.
Yeah.
For him, real good fun. And they just, oh my God. And then to make things worse, like, I'm trying to get him out of this place now. I'm like, this is a nightmare. And he is going nuclear. And I have this guy under the arm. And then Claire had Mario in like a girl's day, and she was sending me like photographs of him shopping and fucking having like hot chocolate, like a real special thing. When I this lad in the headlock, dragging him out middle of the street.
Do you know what though? You need to hold on to all these. See, whenever he's 18 and go to the pub, you be an absolute shit show. Like he takes you to the pub, the local GA team, and all, and you be sick everywhere, and he has to take you home. That's what happens to these kids. Here's
the problem, right? If you clip, and I was thinking what's happening. If you clip this, if somebody worked there and knew who I was, if they wanted to ruin me, if you clip the 10 seconds of me having a screaming, especially someone who looks like me, right? A screaming child, right? Forcing him into a car seat in an estate syndrome.
Yeah.
That's a Netflix documentary right there.
That's your origin story. You're going to be a fucking Channel 5's going to give you a show with an island.
Exactly. So, because like my wee lad, like he's doesn't really look like me. He doesn't, you know, he
does look like you. Your wee lad is you with blonde hair. He's like a white version of you with blonde hair.
And in shape. He looks like if I was in shape, I'd look like, you know, but he's good value now, to be honest with you. They're class crack, like, but that's the story that like see parents love telling each other, like we love.
But then the parents go, oh, that's bad, and then try and one up them. Like, well, maybe fella he poked in the tractor and then shit down the back of it, and you're going, whoa. It can't just be left at like you never meet a parent that just tells you like a lovely story about their child. It's always how they're the absolute worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I know, but like even though like I didn't take Charlie out of this cinema today, it sounded like he was crying and roaring. He just wanted to be outside. I was like, come on ahead, Charlie. Come on ahead.
You just want to be back in that tractor.
Just want to be yes.
He's never really helped you.
I was like, I'm not having a broken child in the cinema. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance.
I love the idea of like you're so excited for something that it makes you throw up. That is so I can't like fathom that. anymore. There's nothing in my life. I'm trying to think what would make me be sick. Like I've been like going to Arsenal is probably like the most excitable I'll get all year. Going to do something like that. Like, but do that because you remember as a kid whenever you had like something to do or something big come up, like fucking, like school nativity, like you're excited to do, or like something like that, and you physically gonna book all over the place.
I know. Like Christmas Eve, I would imagine might have been like that.
Yes.
Obviously, never.
You never had Christmas.
No.
That's mine. Oh my god, that has actually explained so much.
Is it any wonder I'm so full of hate and anger?
You've never had Christmas. I mean, I'm saying this because obviously it's a religious thing, so I know I'm fully aware I'm being a bit ignorant here. Being like, oh my god, you've never, because you could easily go on, you've never done Ramadan, Sean, and make a big deal of it. But
no, we never had the. Now we still would have got something on, like we still would have got presents on like Christmas Day, but that was just
like ham. Well, fuck, definitely no ham.
Definitely no ham. We still would have had like a Christmas dinner. Like
what was that?
Turkey and it's basically everything without cocktail sausages and ham.
That's the best part. That's
so because like we would have, like my granny and granda and great uncle would have, my mum would have cooked for them, so it would have been like, so we still done Christmas, but it wasn't like go to bed Christmas Eve, wake up, oh my god, Santa Claus came. No, we were just like,
oh my god, that is actually, I've never thought that other religions don't do Christmas. I don't know how that's never. No, that wouldn't dawn on me because I don't really know many.
Which is why I'm OTT.
Oh, are you like super Christmas? Like, see, whenever I was younger, I was absolutely Santa. To this day, it terrifies me. Like I am petrified of Santa. Like whenever that UTV do like Santa has left the North Pole. I mean, remember that thing you're saying about kids broken? I would shit the wags every single time. And this is until I was like 11 or 12. I'd still like, oh. And then my mom and dad would just piss themselves laughing. Just how nervous they'd get.
So like it's got to the point because like I mean my teacher, they love Halloween. 1st of November, everything in our house Halloween down. I'm like, right, it's Christmas time now, kids. So Christmas songs are being played. Anytime we're in the car, Christmas music on because I want them to get to know the songs. So we can have wee Christmas sing-alongs and all. But I am very OTT with like very. Fucking disaster. I will be like, You'll
never financially recover from Christmas.
No, definitely not. Yeah. So, and then like, what I'll do is sometimes I'll be like scrolling through like TikTok or whatever, and like Santa will be like live.
Oh, those streaming. Are great. Those are great.
And if you pay like a pound, or like donate something, or like it was something like you had to like donate £1, and they would. The Santa would say the child's name, so I'm like, I am so glad I never, because I just grew out of the age of Santa and stuff like that. Whenever do like the era came around where you could pay to have Santa send you a message, like on the video it. See, if I had ever seen that, I would have died. That I can't have that Santa watching me too much time because George, the whole Santa thing started for me, right? Do the movie Elf, fucking everyone's favorite Christmas movie ever. First time I watched that, I was like. Maybe 6 or 7, and I screeched my eyes out at it because at the very start, he climbs into Santa's sack and gets taken away, and I'm like, oh my god, he got kidnapped. So I always thought Santa was going to kidnap me. Hence the fucking lifelong fear of Santa. Like anytime we had to go for our like photos and stuff like that in like the shopping center of Santa, it's like I do not want to see this come at all. So I remember the first year. So Maddie was not even 1, and so it was her first Christmas alive. Obviously, COVID. There was no Santa Clauses. You weren't none of that. Yeah,
Santa didn't come in COVID.
Santa, you weren't able to get your photograph with him.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Yeah.
So you can get a picture like 2 meters away from him, which is like,
it's like. Do you ever see that photo of like? Is it the AC Milan team? Patrice Evans? He's like standing at the edge of it, looking at them all.
Yeah. So it's like. So it was like. There was a friend of mine, Paul Roach, has an unbelievable Christmas costume.
Right.
So he messaged me saying, look, just to let you know, I've done it for like a few of like my nieces or nephews or whatever. He's like, I can do a COVID test right now if you want a photograph with Maddie. And I was like, you're 100% right. He expected just like me to come round. No, I had Claire, I had Claire's mom, I had the family. I was like, this is this is a shift in for half an hour getting photographs. Like,
fucking hell.
different outfits and all. It was fucking mayhem. Like,
That's class.
Good crack.
That's class.
Good crack, but good crack.
Well,
Anyway.
we jump on to our global news.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's see what's been happening around the world. Where's my outro? I mean, he's done it against all the odds.
He's done it again.
He's done it
again.
I'll tell you what, I am glad it's over, the American election, but by fuck was it very, very entertaining.
Do you want to know something? It's like I would nearly love somebody to go, right, this is what it's going to mean.
But yeah, because no one knows.
Yes. So
nobody. Well, realistically, everything's going to be the same, apart from the fact people that you'd be friends with are not going to be allowed into his country anymore. Is probably the only sort of rule change.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he did last time. He literally just went like, was it people from Iran or something like that? He just went like, nah. They just made a decision mid-air and like they can't come into the country. And the whole flight were just like,
yeah. So it's like, there's some things that like there's a lot of the woke stuff that's going to be abolished. So
see, it's Joe. What's really annoying me about it all, though, right? Everyone that comes out and goes, "How can you let this guy be elected? He's a this and he's a that and blah blah blah." Right? That's all fine and good to say. That's grand. If that's your opinion, whatever. But see, anyone that says they think Donald Trump was a good appointment, you are scum of the earth. Over here, like, there's been such an odd, weird, like, it's obviously everyone in work and everyone everywhere's talking about it, and the only opinion you're allowed to have really is, oh my god, I can't believe Donald Trump won. He's an absolute scumbag and America's gone crazy. But let's look at it subjectively. The majority of the people in that country want him in charge for some reason or another.
Yeah. So I
think we're crazy for not liking him.
He done it was a comeback of, because he wasn't like at any stage, nobody thought he was going to win.
Yeah.
And then to win by such a margin, I think surprised a lot of people. I think Kamala Harris made a few mistakes.
Just a few, yeah.
Yeah, like instead of like going long, she decided to play it from the back, get caught.
Yeah.
Like, one of those ones. Because some of the things she said was like, I was like, what? Did she actually just say that? She said something like canceling Christmas or something, and then that was like one of the slogans was like, for Donald Trump was like, I'll allow you all to say Happy Christmas or something along those lines. And I was like, that is such genius marketing from him, because like it's going in that time of year. Nobody really understands what Kamala Harris says, but everybody understands what Happy Christmas means.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear about what he says about for like illegal immigrants? Did you hear he said he's going to do?
No.
So if you're caught as an illegal immigrant, you're automatically deported, right?
Okay.
If you sneak back in, you're 10 years in jail with no parole. Right. If you're an illegal immigrant and you kill a law enforcement officer or like a firefighter or whatever, or a US citizen, death penalty.
Holy fuck.
I'm like, that is very extreme to bring back the death penalty. Like,
that is ramped up. But then he doesn't really have the power to do that, because that's going to be state by state. Do you know what I mean? The way America works. I don't think he can just go, you have to shoot any immigrant that kills one of our own.
Yeah. So, but the problem is people take what Trump says very literal. So they'll go, right, I think this guy's an illegal immigrant, I'm going to get him deported. But it's scary. I kind of just want to sit back and see how it like unfolds.
I think it's one of those ones. It's nothing really is going to unfold. Like, there's not going to be any great deal of difference in 4 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of his policies are to do with the economy and stuff like that, and that's not stuff you really see. That's just like, the price of milk will come down. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see if like he can resolve the conflict, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine. Like, if he sorts that out, you're like, this is mad.
Joe, this is up with. This was my actual thinking on it. This is up there with one of the greatest comebacks ever. And Joe, what I like men supporting men. All right, this isn't about Kamala Harris. I just like men supporting men. And Joe, it reminded me of Tiger Woods winning the 2019 Masters.
Oh, I come back after all that.
After all that, to come back, I just going, I'm delighted for you. Whether or not I agree with those opinions and stuff or not, I was just going, Joe, what? Good for him. What a comeback. I think, and men love any comeback story. Any comeback story, you're like, we're all in on this.
Yeah, like you look at any Rocky movie, you look at any,
Yes.
like even like as much as I hate United, if I see highlights of the '99 Champions League final, I'm watching it.
Oh yeah.
Because you still can't believe it actually happened. You know what I mean? It's still one of those ones like, holy fuck, did that just happen? And that's exactly what this election was like. Because I remember it was Tuesday, and I remember I had a rehearsal, and the guy, one of the guys, he's quite clued in like politics stuff, and he was like, Donald Trump won, and he's like, he can't win. He's like, there's no chance he's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning, he had like a big Facebook post up going, this is fucking mental. All right, okay.
But what's been really interesting about it is it just goes to show you the power of like the non-mainstream media. Like the reason everyone thought Harris was going to win is because they were tuning into all the news channels on TV, reading all the newspapers, all the fucking articles that they wrote about her. But anyone that was listening to the podcast and stuff like that were going, I think he's gonna win, and that's absolutely mental. Like the fact that he was on Joe Rogan and it did like 44 million views in 44 hours is absolutely mind-boggling. Like
it is. See, even the next. So Joe Rogan endorsed him. Dana White endorsed him. Then Elon Musk endorsed him.
Yeah,
you kind of go on like three people. Like Elon Musk owns Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. So he controls all the information on that site. You have Dana White, who's obviously UFC, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Joe Rogan. Like how anybody thought he wasn't going to win?
Yeah,
three highly influential men, whether for right reasons or wrong reasons. You're like,
yeah. Maybe me and you, we could have the big
swing,
the swing county for mana on Antrim in the next fucking referendum. Imagine there's a referendum here, and we're sitting down with Michelle O'Neill and fucking Edwin Poots or whoever the fuck's in charge of the other one. Yeah. Oh god! So what's your policy? And they're just talking absolute dung to you. But Joe Rogan, right? And this is what I like. This is genuine. I love. They asked Joe Rogan why do you have him on, and he goes, "I think it was important to have him on, especially after he gets shot and stuff like that." And he goes, "But one of the biggest reasons I had him on because I knew how much money I'd make off the back of it." And you're going, "Yes, Joe Rogan. Yes, that's exactly why you have him on."
I would love to know how much he's made off it.
I would. Well, I would. You know what? He's also lost a lot of money from it because sponsorships and stuff like that will never work with him ever again.
Yeah.
Not that anyone who was probably into that would have worked with Joe Rogan before because they probably don't like him. But that's what I like. I think he just doubled down and went, "I am what I am, and I'm going to endorse this guy."
Yeah, and I think
how do you not listen to the richest man in the world? Like Elon Musk is the smartest man, arguably ever.
Whether he's half robot or half alien, who knows? But he's very intelligent. He's gonna. I think he'll be the next president.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Can he run? Well, he is an American citizen, isn't he? Yeah, because he's South African.
I think he'll run.
Really?
Yeah, I think that the next presidents are going to be like, because like Trump can't run again, so that's 4 years up. It's either going to be somebody like, I think it's going to be like more like public figures or celebrities, for the lack of a better word, than actual politicians.
Because that's it. Because the Democrats all had their celebrities were Beyonce, fucking. Do you see Batista was doing a video for the Democratic Party? And you're like, these are celebrities no one knows anything about.
It's like Kim. If Kim Kardashian ran for the presidency of the United States, she would win it simply because of how popular the Kardashian brand is, or was.
Apart Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner, whatever the fuck, she's a Trump fan. You make sense of that. Apparently she came out and endorsed Trump.
Oh, here
that's a bridge too far. That's when I tuned out. I go, this is enough. I can't cover it. Yeah, the country is absolutely coped indeed. But then what's so funny about America is we've got another few months where Sleepy Joe's still in charge. Which is just so like he's lost, and they're like he's not fit to run. And like give it to him to the end of the season. Give it to Giggsy at the end of the season.
It's just like, you know what I mean? He'll have his testimonial match now very, very soon.
Yeah. Right, let's get into our sports. That's enough politics. And for the rest of this year, I don't want to fucking hear any more about politics.
No,
that's us done with politics. Hopefully for now.
That's it.
So Our sport news this week. Lots happening. I actually want to start with, before we go into the rugby and the Arsenal game this week. Champions League was back this week.
Yes.
Arsenal played at the San Siro. Man City lost Sporting Lisbon in their manager's last game before he went to United and stuff like that. Big week. But the only thing I want to touch on, and I want people, if they're listening, to give their opinion on this. What do you make of this new Champions League format? Do you like it? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse than the old one?
I hate it.
I knew you were going to say that. I like it.
I'll tell you why. Because the games, nobody really understands what the fuck's happening. So it's like we played okay against Inter Milan, not great. Like, the penalty was never a penalty in my opinion, anyway. But I would be quite confident we had beat Inter Milan at home.
Yeah, but you don't get to play them at home. That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly. It's shite. Fucking, it's shite.
Well, we got to play PSG at home. Like, that's...
Yeah, but I would still think we'd beat PSG away from home. Well, again, a PSG fan might go, well, we'd probably beat them at the Parc de France or wherever they play. But to me, it's like, I don't like it because there's already too many games. It's like, it doesn't feel like a Champions League, if that makes sense. It doesn't really feel as if you're in the Champions League. I
actually think it feels more like a Champions League because you're playing more teams. You're not playing all these Mickey Mouse teams. Like, in the group, I actually hate the group stage of the Champions League old format because the only game that mattered was you playing the other second-ranked team or top-ranked team. That's all. Them other two games were a complete waste of time. Like, playing Sporting Prague, home and away. I wouldn't even watch that. It's pointless.
But I've even seen... But the problem is, like, I've even seen teams rest players. So they go, like, I've never seen anybody rest players in the Champions League in because Inter Milan rest players. No, but I mean in like a big game, different than like if you've already like qualified after 4 games and the last 2 you can rotate squad. But Inter Milan played Arsenal on Wednesday night, and they rested 2 or 3 of their best players for the weekend. I'm like, usually it's the other way around. So I'm just like, I don't think it's as competitive. But yeah, so
I like the fact that you get to watch you play more teams. Like, the fact that we get to play Inter Milan, the fact that you get to play PSG, the fact that you get to play more teams around Europe, I think makes it more interesting. And the fact that if Arsenal playing a dud one of the weeks, someone of the like really low ranked teams, I know there's going to be a banger somewhere else, like Man City, Barca maybe, or like Real Madrid and Juventus. Like, that's class.
Yeah,
that you get to go watch those.
I don't know. I just, maybe I'm just too set my way, Sean. Maybe I'm just too old and
stubborn. But I really like it. I think the top 8 thing's interesting. You get through straight away, and then everyone else in that playoff. Like that, I think that playoff will be really interesting.
Yeah, but it's almost like say you have if you finish 9th, you're in that playoff. Like, oh no, I
think the playoffs ranked though. If you finish 9th, you play at bottom of the qualification.
Oh, is that how it works?
I think so, yeah. So there is like logic behind, like, you still want to finish as high as possible to get an easier draw. And then I like how you don't drop into Europa League or any of that bullshit. That was nonsense.
Oh, I hated that. But that's like the point I was trying to make. There's like no incentive to like finish top. Now maybe I'm wrong, but maybe there is. But it's like once you're in the top 8 or whatever, that's it. Like, who gives a shit? Yeah. So to me, it's like, nah, bring it back. It's all for more money. But though I'm on the other hand, I would much rather prefer a European Super League.
What?
Yeah.
With no relegation in it?
Yeah.
Where they pitched it? Are you mental? How?
Fucking, because eventually that's how it's gonna go anyway. So start it now. You want to be one of the first teams in it, so you'll always be a class. You'll always be like a deadly team. And then have like your domestic league, like a Champions League format.
No, I cannot. How does it make any sense that you have this league that no one else can play in? That doesn't make any sense. That is nonsense. You can't just go, here's the fucking best 2 teams out of every league. They're going to make X billions, millions more than any other team. Like, you just can't compete with that. That makes no sense. That's what the Champions Leagues are. Real
season. Fucking Arsenal. You know what I mean? Arsenal and United at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Hey, bring it, give it to me.
But I don't think any teams. It'll turn into like the NFL, where like you get halfway through a season and teams will go, "Well, we're not going to win this, and we can get benefits from finishing last if it's like a draft pick system, or you're guaranteed the same money anyway." Do you know what I mean? It's sort of I don't get that.
I don't know. To me, it's like it wasn't broke, so they didn't need to fix it. That's my opinion.
It was completely broken. I'm glad they changed it.
Keep it.
Speaking of pointless football matches and sporting events, the autumn international series is on in rugby now. The autumn series, it's just a glorified load of friendlies, and I know rugby is quite competitive, and people don't really they take a lot of pride in the rugby match and stuff. But Ireland played New Zealand there on the weekend, and it was the biggest thing happening until Ireland weren't going to win the game, and then everyone went, sure, it's only the autumn international series.
Yeah, but did Ireland not were Ireland not winning and then made a load of mistakes?
Yeah, but it was really tit for tat sort of game. Their handling was terrible. They've got an issue with their number 10 where they're playing your boy Jack Crowley because Saxon obviously was retired. But this is so confusing. They had a guy Crowley playing who actually played really well. Brought on with 10-15 minutes ago, a guy called Frowley, I think his name is. Yeah, only in Ireland, like Crowley and Frowley. Yeah. This boy Frowley, I don't think he caught one ball. He dropped absolutely everything. They're kicking balls straight out into touch. He had an absolute nightmare, so he did. But what's good about it is though, there's quite a bit of beef between Ireland and the All Blacks now. Like they actually kind of don't like each other.
There is that sort of. Has it stemmed from? You're obviously more of a rugby guy than I am. Has it stemmed from that quarterfinal? Do you think?
Yeah, because there was a lot of back and forth with Saxton and Uwani going up them and go enjoy your retirement, you cunt, or something like that. Which here I like. I'm all for it. A bit of housery.
Yeah, I do like a bit of shit housery now. To be fair, did you see the Brad Goosan doing that's for Inter or doing that's for Atlanta?
What do you just
He must be 60, but somebody pushed him into the net. Did you see him trying to get out of it? It's basically me getting out of a really soft couch.
Yeah. You sitting in a beanbag.
Yes, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
What's your opinion on the haka? Because there's all this drama about England stepping up to the haka, and then Ireland stepping. The haka is just
shit.
Oh,
keep it
so silly. Yeah,
shit.
We don't need to do it every time.
Yeah, I think when you're doing it in a friendly, it's like shit. You know what I mean? It's like,
but they're the only country to get away with it. You imagine Ireland had a wee dance before the start of thing, or any other country had a wee jig they would do. You're just going, wait up, would you? This is so silly.
Exactly. And it used to be frightening. I remember the first time I seen it, I was like, these guys, because you had Jonah Lomu and boys like that. Yes. It's just like.
But then every team does the thing now, and when we get to a certain stage, we're going to walk towards them to show we're not intimidated, and we're like, this is so boring. Let them do their dance and just be like, we don't care. And it would always be better to be like, you look so silly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like it. Not for me. The haka's not for me. No.
I mean, it is. We are very much shitting on their culture here, but
I'm very much aware of that. But it is one of those ones where it's like, I think if they'd done it for a final or the opening game of a tournament or something, yeah, fine. But
I think it would almost be more disrespectful for them to be like, we're not breaking the hack out against you because you're shit. We don't need you. You have that in your back pocket for when you need it in a big game, like as you said in one of them finals or something like that. If you're playing Argentina away, you're not going to break out the haka. Don't need to see that.
No. But even when they score a try, do it then.
Matching the whole team breaking out the haka.
You know what I mean? Just to really wind you up like that. To me, that's what they should do. But
because I don't think New Zealand soccer team don't do a haka. Surely not.
No. And I don't think any New Zealand boxers or anything like that or do it so.
Full on haka in the ring.
I know. So I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Wouldn't be big into New Zealand sports stars now, to be fair.
No, me neither. Well, we've got 50 minutes of the episode here, so we will address what everyone is probably wanting to hear, and we'll actually give a shout out to a couple of people leaving comments on the live here. Philip Malin going, Shagger, you mouth, and Shane Miller, shout out Shane, is going, hello Shaggy, how's the hangover?
Hangover is non-existent, Shane, to be honest with you. Thanks for the lift home last night, Shane Miller. Good friend of mine. he's working wonders as a coach now. He's just
Who's he coaching?
Riverdale Reserves manager. You know,
Okay.
he's working wonders.
Since you stepped away, I've heard they're really on the rise.
He is. He just took the reins and went, I can do this better myself. So he is. He's doing
it's a new manager.
job
I'd say it's a new manager bounce. See how he gets
and,
on with this Christmas period.
and he done that thing of like he wasn't going to come back in the summer, and then they sort of asked him to come back. He's like, okay, I'll come back. You know,
it's the last dance.
Oh, aye, but he is. No, he is. He is doing like he's good at like man to man. He's good at like getting boys G'd up.
He'll get that around you.
He'll get that action 10% out of you, like whereas I'd be a bit more vocal. You know,
yeah. You're more of a hard treatment kind of guy.
Correct.
Shane says he's the special one.
And more ways than one, let me tell you. But yes.
Speaking of special ones, Arsenal, the weekend, big weekend in Premier League action. We've had Arsenal lost, Man City lost, Liverpool win. Although, did you see their penalty decision? Another Liverpool fucking moment. Absolutely robbed.
Well, I will say this, right? If you look at I've been told to try and be more like unreactive, right? I'm a very reactive Arsenal fan, and like fucking Arsenal drop points, it's the end of the world. They're tied out, fucking crank, sell everybody, shite. But it's like a draw at Stamford Bridge is like not bad. Chelsea are a decent enough team.
Yeah,
tough place to go, but if you look at it in the context of a draw is okay at Stamford Bridge if you don't get beat by Bournemouth, if you don't get beat by Newcastle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just like, but we just don't look threatening. We don't look. We just like
that move at the end, at the very end, where I can't remember. Timber has to put the ball across, and you just knew it was never going to go in the net. Like you just knew for a fact that it was never going to end up. And then you're just saying Havertz lurking in the middle, and you're going like I think there will come a time where Arsenal will click, and everything like that will just go. At the minute, nothing's going for them. And I actually think Arteta plays and sets up football to be like, we have done more than enough to win that game today, but we just haven't. Like I actually think if you look at him as a coach, he sets the team. Like even against Inter Milan, they did everything in that game where they deserved to win, but just nothing is falling for them creatively in front of the goal. Like,
yeah, they do. They lack that sort of gunman, as in, or even someone who can ping it in the top corner from 30 yards out. Like United have it with like Bruno Fernandes, who can pull a shot out of nowhere.
Yeah,
City have it with Haaland or De Bruyne or whoever. Liverpool have it with Salah. Arsenal don't have that fucking player who'll just ping one in from 30 yards. And I think Arsenal missed that. But that last chance you're talking about Arsenal, it's like Trossard does the right thing trying to put in the net, but he miskicks it like, oh, fucking, if you hadn't just left it.
Yeah. Or fluffed it a wee bit more, Havertz would have got the end of it. But I think Arteta sets up to be like just play percentage football. I think he just sits there and goes, like, them last few games, Inter Milan and Chelsea, he'll go, the percentage of Neto scoring from 35 yards, 30 yards outside the box is 2%, 1%.
It's his first Premier League goal. It's his first.
Oh, of course it is. How many players in the history of Arsenal have not scored in 300 games and in the score against Arsenal? I've never scored in the Premier League, scored against Arsenal.
Shane Long and Kevin Doyle, right? Two of the worst Premiership strikers of all time.
Don't you dare. Shane Long is a gem. Don't you dare. Shane Long is a hero.
A legend for Ireland, right? But as a club player,
nobody worked harder than Shane Long. Nobody ran and chased down harder. How dare you?
Shane Long went. I think this is actually fact. He scored in like the first couple of games for Southampton against Arsenal. Never scored again till the reverse fixture. He just loved the like this and
boogeyman.
The boogeyman, yeah. Kevin Doyle was the same. Just I know what it is. They just love playing against Arsenal.
There's definitely certain players that just pop up against Arsenal. You're just going, for fuck's sake. It was like it's like thing. Anthony for United. Remember that one? They signed him, and it was his first start, and he scored, and then he just went on to do nothing. You're going, well, of course he scored against Arsenal.
I know. It's like even Arsenal, they're losing that almost because they used to look like especially towards the end of last season and then start of the season, I was like, you just don't expect Arsenal to concede any goals.
Yeah.
Now you're like every attack going, fuck.
You're nervy.
I am. I'm getting PTSD back from fucking Mustafi and fucking
Yeah.
Socrates to center back. For fuck's sake.
For a moment today, I was like, am I back in COVID times? Because every time they came forward, it's like, oh, we're going to concede.
Fuck.
Oh, we're back to COVID Arsenal. Like,
I see
Group shouting about my blood clot Yang coming out here in a minute.
I seen it. TikTok was like, people forget what COVID Arsenal was like. And
I watched that TikTok the other day, and I near fell into depression, a pure pit of depression again. Like
there's a guy wearing a face mask over his eyes. Sums Arsenal up. But City dropped points again. They got beat again.
That's the only thing that's keeping us alive. And here, we only seen limited moments in the pub and then watched the highlights. But fuck, Brighton were worth every bit of that win, 110%. Like,
but it almost looks like City of like I think whether they internally know that they're going to get fucked over these charges, or maybe they're just with Pep leaving, maybe players aren't happy. I don't know, but it just. But here,
Rodri is such a mess.
We said it last year. Was City and then they go and win every game for this season and win the league anyway. But
yeah,
I honestly think the league's over. I think Liverpool's going to run away with it.
Yeah, it can't. There's no way. They're definitely still in their new manager bounce. They're 100% in their new manager bounce. They look good and they look more balanced, but I don't think they're going to win
it. The reason I say that is because at the start of the season, people wouldn't even put them in their top 4. I'm like, fuck, well, they're not that bad. But they just seem to have clicked and played really, really well. They're flying in Europe. And see the fact that people still aren't going, but Liverpool's going to win the league. They're still going City and Arsenal, but what are we, 10 points behind Liverpool or 7 or 8, whatever it is?
But this is what happened last year. Liverpool went top of the league with about 4 games to go, or 5 games to go, and then just fell away. You know, like they did have a good pace last year as well, and they were good, but they've got the players. They've definitely got the players to do it. I just don't know if Slot's the man that's going to take them there. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really hope not. If it's not Arsenal this year, I don't know.
I'm just fucking packing in because
I just don't think I'm ever going to see it.
Because I was kind of going like, I hopefully maybe lad or Uyghur, I pray for both to have a full on interest in Arsenal. But I'm like, do I want to do it? Do you want to? You know what I mean? Do you want them to go through a life of disappointment? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm already their dad. Do you know what I mean? Like how much tougher? How much tougher do you want life to be for them?
Shane makes a good point. He goes, Liverpool get a few injuries or injuries, they're in trouble, no squad depth. I agree. But they always seem to find a way, Liverpool.
He actually went with an absolute banger there. He's like, needed 2 arms around Shaggy.
Yeah.
Well done there. But yeah, a couple of injuries, and I think I know, but that's every team. We had 1 player injured, Odegaard, and we went to shit. Like,
although I'll say this, we did look a lot better with him in the team today.
Yeah, of course we do.
Like you can see, you can notice it. But this is what's so annoying about Arteta. Why, if he knows he needs a creative player in that role, why the fuck did why was he playing Marino and everyone else in that position? Or Trossard in that position? Like put on Wanyari. Stick Wanyari in.
Yeah, like I thought he looked decent when he came on to Milan. He done that wee bit of a.
Yeah, he did a wee drop his shoulder.
That's.
In fairness, though, I've seen boys come off the bench in reserves and do that. That's their one move, and they're done. Do you know what I mean? I haven't seen enough yet that we're going to say he's a baller yet, but he does look pretty good. But that just means he's not going to play the rest of the season. When you're
but today would have been the perfect game for him. Like, see, whenever Saka came off injured, bring him on, because Jesus is absolutely horrendous.
He's done. He is
shite. That knee injury. Like he needs to be. He needs to just retire, go to the bar and go buy his some footballer as some player today without knee injury.
Like could make. He's in his phone account here. He needs to go drive the taxi. He goes, I could have been Arsenal's gunman, but
he's just I don't know. But I'm also interested in how the new manager, because like that new manager from new manager, I think he's done it right. As in, he's not. Does he start tomorrow? Is that when he starts?
Yeah, I think it's first day tomorrow.
So he's at 2 weeks with the team. Obviously, the team's going to be in like international duty or whatever. But he's like, and their first game's Ipswich, so it's like.
Yeah,
he played a blinder there. Like,
you know what? That's a good sign from a manager when he's looking at that, going, I don't want to go. Yeah, we'll go with Ipswich. Like,
but I seen the thing the other day. Who's Who's going to be the next manager sacked?
Ooh. Do you know what? Big Ange is in trouble. Like, they have not been good. They'll not sack him.
That's a Gary Neville there.
Yeah.
They get beat again. They get beat again today. I've been down to use that.
And here, I absolutely love it.
My finger's been on that button the whole time.
Give the people your new sound pad. This is your new toy. We've left it this long. So what have you got for us?
We have if somebody says something a wee bit controversial, you have the Gary Neville, and if somebody again, if we both can't come to like, or if there's a hill we're willing to like die on, this is a button we'll press.
Stand by. Macca's VAR time.
Good crazy Australian accent there.
Yeah. Macca's VAR time.
VAR time, yeah. But I do believe that I do. On the way over here, I was kind of going, right, Talal, you know what? Don't be in bad mood. Try and cheer yourself up. So I was like, right. Arsenal have played Spurs away, City away, Newcastle away, Villa away, Chelsea away.
The run of fixtures has been horrendous. Like,
so we've had a rough start to the season. We've also had to play City at home. You know, a couple of horrific red cards, whatever. So I'm kind of going, if we hit a bit of form, like their next fixtures should be on paper winnable. Now, of course, we play United. Of course, we play United very soon. Of course, we do. You know what I mean? With new manager, of course. And fucking, what do you call them? All the players that have been flopping will score. Like Hyland's going to score a fucking hat trick.
Anthony's going to score again.
Rashford will put a 40-yard banger against us.
Yeah.
But it's at the Emirates, so but if it was an Old Trafford, I'd be going, oh fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But no, that's. So I'm like, the league's it's gonna be hard work to win the league. So I'm not saying we're out of it completely, but
it's too far to go. Do you want football? This is what I think. Football's not fun when you're at this stage of the season. You're going, it's over. Like, it's actually just no crack.
I know.
Going, fuck, we've lost the league. Like, even Liverpool fans won't enjoy the rest of the season, even though they're top right now. You can't just go, we lost. Say they lose their next game and they play fucking, I don't know, Crystal Palace. You can't spend the rest of the season going, that's it. That's done. Like, that's crap. It's November.
But it's almost like reverse psychology. It's almost that sort of. It's like you're probably too young to remember. Do you remember having to check scores on teletext?
Yep, teletext 316 was the Premier League.
Right. So, and if you say you didn't do this, you're a liar. So if Arsenal were playing at home, I covered this eye.
Yeah.
So I go and see if Arsenal scored, and if they're playing away, I covered that eye. That is, and everybody done it. Everybody and every fucking liars. So like, and you used to do. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things where you go, right. So like, it's like I went through a phase where if I was wearing an Arsenal jersey when Arsenal won, I'd always wear the jersey.
Yeah.
Until they were beat, and then I wouldn't wear an Arsenal jersey again when they were playing. I'm really weird. We weird things like that, even though it has absolutely no effect on the game. Like, they're not going. No like Odegaard's not going, hey lads, Talal's got to wear his jersey. They were fun.
He forgot he wore the away kit last week. He's wearing the home one. Fuck's sake, we're doomed.
He forgot he's on a 2XL Asian guy. Doesn't fit him.
Shrinks in the wash. You're like, I gotta wear that. Gotta keep this thing on.
Yeah. So head on with another comment here. Oh, I have a good video of me claiming Arsenal had the league wrapped up around Christmas time from last year or the year above. That is true. I actually went. He recorded me. I was like, "Tell you, Arsenal league's over. It's done."
You never get caught in 4K until I'll rule one.
But I was so confident. Like, the best time to catch me is like after a match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either full in or full out. So it's like I'm like, because
I sit very much on the fence. I just kind of sit like very like, let's just see how it plays out. Like, I kind of like how Arsenal's playing at the minute. Like, I don't love it, but they haven't been terrible, and they've done enough to win matches. In my opinion, anyway.
They've been a bit unlucky, and just things haven't been going their way. And obviously,
it's not enough to sack your manager, put it that way, or to even put him under pressure. I don't think.
Well, I still stand by if Arsenal win nothing this year, Well, sorry, there's a couple of caveats. If we make the Champions League final, say we're beating the final,
Right? Yeah. Well, it's all context, isn't it?
it's all contacts. But if we get knocked out our league stages of every cup competition, and we finish 5-6 points behind in the league,
go on.
Adios.
Get it to Shane Miller to the end of the season, folks.
Get Shane Miller in. Get Shane Miller in. Miller hates Arsenal, like, so he's a big game, man.
He could do what do you call it, Agent Rafa when he took over Everton. Get them relegated.
To be fair, he has made a few wee like signings, like he's the Lonsdale fucking Mourinho, like chirping him by his ears and all. Like he has, to be fair to him, he has made a couple of good signings. Like
I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to touch on before we wrap up? Any other sporting stuff that was happening during the weekend that you watched?
No, it's international week next week.
Oh no! Tune in next week. They'll have a 5-minute episode. Fuck's sake! I hate international breaks. I don't want to watch anything to do with them. I don't care. Ireland are playing England again. I don't want to watch Declan. That's like another one. Ireland, Declan Rice, and fucking Jack Grealish. Of course they scored. That's the Arsenal thing. Right? Fuck's sake! I can't escape it.
Yeah. Next week it'll just be talking about international football.
International football and why James McLean doesn't wear the poppy for the 13th year in a row.
Oh, did you see that again? You know what? I actually stay away from that because I'm just like, because I opened the comment section and went, oh my god.
It's
just when you think this country's moving forward, it's not.
No.
It's not.
But he is so right. See, if it was racism or anything else, all over the news.
Yeah.
See, because it's like Irish sectarianism. I don't give a
fuck.
Right. Oh, also, I want to touch on this before we wrap up. Barry the Blender Henderson made a return to our. This isn't sports related or anything related. I'm just saying he's back, and I'm absolutely buzzing about it. It's actually made my week.
It's insane how it like exploded.
Yeah,
and you see all the comments on the were like, "Oh my god, he's back!" And you're like, "Fucking hell!"
It's like the Undertaker coming back.
I know.
It's bigger. And then the other thing coming the world happened this week was, and I just wanted to say it, Shane Todd doing 2 nights in the SSC to 10,000 people each night. That is fucking insane.
I would love to know what I would love to know how he felt walking out. Like his.
It's so many people.
It's insane. Like it's madness. Like it's absolute madness. Like that's 20,000 people.
That is, do you know what I really want to know? How much is the bag? How much are you getting in the box of club? What's the sum up saying after that?
but I'm more like, I'd love to know how he felt. Like, because I mean, he's obviously done loads of stuff. You know, he's an absolute legend in the game. But I'd love to know like exactly how he felt walking from when the music plays. He walks to the microphone. Like, I'd love to know, is he going, Shane, you have made what have you done here? This is like, or
does he walk up being like, I am that guy.
I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I know, but and did you see who he had as a support?
Colin Murphy and Andrew Ryan, was it?
And William
Thompson, yeah.
You got your money's worth there. Whatever the price of tickets were, you got your money's worth. Like,
so it's just so funny to me because like the Belfast Giants play there and like don't sell it out. Like a full ice hockey team insane. With like people's wages and marketing teams and everything. I'm just the fact that it was like the fact that it's just a guy on a stage. I'm just like I can't get my head around it. Again, we're doing RB Comedy Club again this week, and we haven't sold 20 tickets for it.
I know.
He sold 20,000
people. 20,000, which is insane. Like, absolutely insane. But like, see, even like. But I would love him through like at this moment I felt this, at this moment I felt like this, and then at the end was it like how I could love to know how amazing it must have felt to have like at the end when it's all said and done, 10,000 people stand clapping, be unbelievable.
One day, Talal, one day.
So someday,
one day we'll go and watch you and Talal do 10,000.
Yeah, I just have to imagine it. Yeah, I know. What a but it is insane, like 10,000 people, like fucking mental.
Fair play to Shane, what an absolute legend.
Great guy.
Have you any closing comments before we wrap up the show this week? Thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Leave some comments.
Here, like and share. Any posts we put up or clips or anything, it really helps us out. Feel free to reach out to us with any suggestions. We'll take them on board. Not listen probably, but we'll dig them on board anyway. But
yeah, well, we sort of have like a few people said us about tweaking format and stuff, and we have sort of leaned away from what we were doing at the very start. We want to talk more about sports, stuff that we find interesting. So if you find that interesting too, fucking get involved. People actually all night tonight have been dropping stuff into the comments and we've been chatting about that. So this is going to be the reason we want to do this live is so we can interact with everybody and just bring sort of something a wee bit different and a wee bit like stuff that we're interested in, I suppose. Is that fair?
Yes. And keep an eye out for more live streams coming up.
Yeah, we'll do. We're gonna be on these every single Sunday. We get to react to all the latest sports, all the latest news before anyone else does on a Monday morning, getting their podcasts out. The Tell You What boys are on it. They are live on it. And final thing is we're getting back on the Patreon as well. So Patreon's back up and running now as well. £1 a month. I think we're going to bring back we're talking about doing our dream bet. It used to be the accumulator, but we're going to do now. We're going to turn £1 into $1 million.
Yes. Well,
week on week. Something like that on there. And whatever we get it to by the end of the season, I think we'll treat our Patreons to a few pints as well for a meetup.
Yes.
So see it as an investment.
Yeah. Here, you can't lose money. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well, Joe, we're like the Wolf of Wall Street. We're like the only problem you're going to have is that you didn't buy more. Sound good enough?
Correct. Yep. Exactly how it is. Yes.
Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Same time, same place. Good luck.
Oh, just let me. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome in my soul.